Ricky Haro, and welcome to the second day of the SEER Endurance Challenge. I'm super stoked for all of you that have registered so far. Looks like there's 51 participants across all the different distances. But if you haven't registered yet, go do so, please. Even if you want to contribute, you can contribute as well on the website. You can come over here to the donate page and become a donor. So you don't even have to actually, participate. You can just go in and donate and donate to the cause. As we've said over the last few years, what we're trying to do is raise funds for a SEER memorial to be placed at the schoolhouse at Fairchild Air Force Base for those that have ultimately sacrificed a lot for all of us. And so, that's what we're doing this for, and that's what we continue to do these particular events for. Since we've kicked this off, one of the things that have come up is just some questions about ruck teams to how do we do results and that kind of deal. So the ruck teams is very simple. You can have anywhere between 2 to 12 people on your ruck team. You can choose a distance. I think it's the 50 and the 100 if I'm not mistaken, and you can go for that. The way that you do that is you just sign up over here. Whoops, not that. That's my sign up page. You can come over here to the race info, and here you'll find your ruck relays. So you've got the 50-mile ruck relay team. You'll click on that, and then that'll open up and allow you to register your teams. What's really cool about this is you can just have one person sign up for it. And when you go to sign up for it, it will actually ask you to do your team. So one person signs up, they get the team. The next person signs up, and then they can just choose the team that you're registering on. The other one that we have too is also the SEER Mile Ruck Relay, and you can sign up as well. Just hit the sign up button here. Same thing. You have anywhere between 2 and 12 people. To do that for. So that's how you go and you sign up for any of the ruck races. You can do it anytime throughout the month. Or ideally, we'd like to see you guys virtually pass off the baton, like on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and just hashtag Kinixu Ultras as well as SEER Endurance Challenge, and just let us know how it's going. The other question that we have is, how do we log results? Well, results are logged by just going to this tab right here. You click on results, and here's where you can actually see a wide variety of results. Anywhere from the 18-miler all the way through the ruck relays, as well as the late arrivals challenge. So you can get that all through here. The other thing that you can do is you can just submit your virtual results on the tab. You're going to search for your name. You look up your registration, then you're going to come over here to log activities, and now you're in. So every day what you can do is, let's say that you ran 3 miles yesterday, you ran 3 miles today. All you're going to do here is just choose your date. You're going to pick your mileage. You're going to put your time. You can also put in your elevation gain. You can have some cool little comments here, and then you're good to go. Pretty straightforward. Now, the one thing that's different is going to be if you're doing the run challenge, the late arrival run challenge. The late arrival run challenge will actually have you select which distance you're running first, and then you'll enter your mileage, your elevation gain, and your time. Once you've completed that, particular distance, then you can go to the next distance. So for the late arrivals, you have to complete an 18-miler, a 32-miler, a 50-miler, and the SEER mile. And the SEER mile means that you do 100 miles in 96 hours or less. Okay? You can continue to log your time underneath every single one of those pieces. But what really counts is the time that you started the challenge to the time that you actually ended. So let's say that you did the 18-miler first. You started it on the first at 5 o'clock, and you ended the SEER mile, 5 or 6 days later at on the 5th at 5 p.m., your total time is going to be from the time that you started the challenge back on the 1st to the time that you ended all of your mileage on the 5th. That total hours is going to equal what you're looking for. And so what you'll see is for late arrivals is the results look like this. So we'll go to 2020. Your results will look like this. You'll have a time for the 18 miler, and that's a cumulative time based on your run times that you've entered. You'll have a time for the 32 miler, you'll have a time for 50, a time for the SEER mile, and then this does not calculate automatically. This, again, is your total time that you're going to enter from the time that you started the first distance. So if you did the 18, 32, 50, and the SEER mile in that order, and you started this on the 1st, and you ended your last mile of the SEER mile on the 5th, your total time between all of these miles is what you're going to enter for your late arrival time. Okay? So a good thing like this would be, you could see your progression. This is just an example of what this would look like. You would have a wide variety of activities logged. In this case, all this person did up here was just log the total times that she took for each of these particular distances. So on the 24th of January, she probably completed her 32 miles. She just logged her 32 miles, logged her time, and her elevation gain for that. Same thing here. There are several other ways that you can do that too. And it doesn't really matter which way you do it as long as that late arrival's total time is there. Another good example would be, like myself, when I ran the challenge here, I just did the same thing, added a few more notes. Like I said before, you can do this a wide variety of different ways. Several people in here, logged multiple things, had little notes and minutes about their particular time. These are all different ways that you could use this to your advantage for logging your activities. All right. One thing that you'll notice is when you come into here for logging your activities, all you're going to do is select which activity you're going to start logging towards, and then you're going to enter your miles, elevation, and as well as your comments. Same stuff as before when you go in to enter your times. The platform itself will continue to add your mileage, show progress reports towards your mileage, and you're good to go. So that's really the only difference that it's going to be when it comes to logging time for the SEER or for the late arrivals challenge. You're going to do that in the late arrivals. When you click on it and you click on log your activities, you're going to log each distance underneath the same profile. You're not going to go to every single race and try to log it because it won't work. All right. Well, that's that. Pretty straightforward. Looking forward to seeing everybody's time out there on the challenge itself. Throughout the month, feel free to hit us up if you have any information in terms of questions or anything like that. I know that the platform can be a little confusing sometimes, but it's pretty straightforward. And again, continue to spread the word. We're really looking to make these virtual events a hit for us in terms of just good fundraisers. We have some really cool awards that are going out, very customized. The SEER Mile's got its own custom challenge award as well as the late arrivals too. T-shirts are going to be on their way here fairly soon. So once we get everything good, we'll start sending all that out to you all. Other than that, have a good day. Definitely be pounding out your mileage. Talk to you later.